City, Missouri. Now, most folks would argue this is like the epicenter of great barbecue. So I'm here to check out a joint that has been smoking the meat and rocking the blues for over 20 years. What is this?
Hey, city boy, what do you know about barbecue?
This is Clint Boyer, and this is BB's Lawnside Barbecue. You're killing me.
King Combo?
Kansas City's the barbecue capital of the world,
Burn-in dinner?
and BB's is the best barbecue in Kansas City.
Barbecue Sundays?
It's an authentic Kansas City experience.
A little blues, a little brews, and some great barbecues.
A killer combo that local blues radio host Lindsay Shannon had a hard time finding.
If you look around town, there are not very many places doing blues and barbecue.
So in 1990, he and his wife Jo resurrected this old roadhouse. And 15 years later, handed the kitchen over to Mike Nickel.
Got rib tips coming out hot?
But as Clint and I are finding out, the real star here is the 1950s Hickory Smoke Pit. Can you crack that for us? Let's see what this looks like. Oh! Look at that. All right, so what are we gonna make first?
Well, we're gonna prepare a whole brisket, and we're gonna prepare it for burn-ins.
Are you a burn-ins fan?
Oh, I love burn-ins. You can't come to Kansas City without having burn-ins.
Bring it.
It's Kansas City, baby.
All right, so give us a rundown. What do we got?
Well, what we're gonna start with is just making our brisket rub. Seasoning salt, meat tenderizer. We're gonna give it a good mix here. We're not gonna be shy. We're gonna be real generous with the rub. Rub it in. We're going straight to the smoker.
12 to 14 hours. Next up.
We're making our BB's mild house sauce.
Why are we doing mild?
What's the difference between the mild and the hot?
Just the cayenne pepper.
Which is a big difference.
Okay, let's get the cayenne. We're gonna go big. Boyer wants to make hot sauce. We're making hot sauce.
All right, let's start out with some ketchup.
That's a lot of ketchup.
Apple juice. Next, we're gonna go with vinegar. Then we're gonna go molasses, white sugar.
White sugar and brown sugar.
Celery seed, ground clove.
Oh, yeah?
Cinnamon.
So you got the cayenne?
Yep.
There we go.
All right. Now we're gonna go one more just for Clint.
Extra hot.
Whisk it together.
What happens when you're in the race suit and you had extra hot the day before?
It's bad.
All right, how long is this gonna simmer?
This is gonna simmer for an hour and a half.
Next up, brisket was smoked, point was cut, cooked it down 2 more hours. Now this is gonna give us the burn ends.
Let's take a look.
Oh.
I gotta just grabs out my hand. That was mine. Yours is still in there, way in the back to the left. Go get it. Look at that.
Perfection.
Time to cut.
Now we're just trimming off a little bit of the...
A little bit of the fat that's still left on there. Now we're just gonna cut it into the chunks we all know and love.
Look at that. You don't get that in California.
Look at that nobule of meat.
Is that food talk? This is the winner right here. Oh, Daddy. That is money.
There's money. Now here comes the
Hot sauce.
the double cayenne delight.
Yeah.
The brisket is just tender, pull apart. Now, a lot of times people think about Kansas City barbecue sauce being super tomatoey. This is my kind of mix. Good vinegar, a little kick of that molasses. The heat's not too over the top, but the key is the tenderness. Look at the smoke ring right here.
This falls apart. It's perfect.
Burn-in dinner.
This is a real burn-in.
As good as you'll find in Kansas City.
Absolutely.
They are delicious.
So I'm cruising down the road, and I see this joint called Millie's. I'm like, wait a second, I got a buddy named Millie. I gotta check this out, because I hear they're all about seafood to table, farm to table, and loco for locals. This is Millie's.
Franchise going in the oil.
Perfect. Don't stop, can't stop.
The fish just makes you feel like you're on the ocean.
Shrimp and grits for you.
I know Chris really well, and I'd say the secret is the passion for the food.
Ooh, boy, these look good.
That passion comes from Chris Chabero's work as a boat captain and fisherman, mixed with his restaurant experience. And now he and his wife, Amy, are cooking up coastal for the locals.
As soon as people come to town and ask, where should I go? The answer is always Millie's.
Alligator ribs, 2 minutes out.
I've had a lot of alligator tail, but nothing compares to the alligator rib here.
Alligator tail is kind of like
chicken, where this actually seems to be more like a pork. That's really good.
All right, what are we doing next?
Our dry seasoning for the alligator ribs.
Dying to try this. Well, we'll be trying this. I don't have to die.
We got our brown sugar, chili, garlic powder, onion powder, cinnamon, smoked paprika,
Salt and pepper.
gator rib rack.
More meat on it than I anticipated.
Then you thought, right? Cut them straight down.
So easy.
Right.
We're gonna let this dry rub sit for a while.
For about an hour.
Then they go on the smoker, 40 minutes. Meantime, we'll make some barbecue sauce.
We start with some onions, spiced rum, garlic, ketchup,
Brown sugar,
apple cider vinegar.
molasses.
Oh, my favorite.
It's not just for breakfast anymore.
Paprika,
Cayenne?
salt,
Chili powder.
and coriander.
All right, how long is it gonna take for this to cook down?
25 minutes or so.
Got it?
Ribs are off the smoker. That barbecue sauce that we just made, that is so darn delicious. Just gonna give them a little
He's
toss.
his best hype man, I swear.
Always.
How long they can go on the grill?
Just for about 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, chef.
Ribs are coming off the grill.
It's interesting. I never thought of eating through the bone on a sandwich, but
You gotta have the bread up there to soak up all the barbecue sauce, right?
there you go.
Freshly sliced jalapenos, a little green onion.
I've had a lot of gator. Never had the ribs. That's probably one of the best ways I've ever had gator, if not the best way. It's tender, it's meaty, it eats like a pork rib.
Right.
The barbecue sauce, dude, I compete in barbecue. I'm in the Barbecue Hall of Fame. The barbecue sauce is delicious.
Awesome.
Anybody ever says they don't like gator, send them to Millie's and have them come try that.
Smoked alligator ribs.
This is Rashad Jones, his wife Patrice. He was on a great show we did called Guy's Big Project. He won. I want you to tell me what you think of this.
Pulls cleanly off the bone, has a nice clean finish. It doesn't taste gamey, it doesn't taste wild.
The barbecue sauce, that's the key to the ribs. I'm wearing it. I loved it so much, so I'm taking it home with me.
What do you think?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good? Okay.
Really good.
Really good.
Amazing.
Amazing!
Incredible.
Incredible!
Home run, knocked it out of the park.
So I'm here in the Chelsea Heights section of Atlantic City, right between the boardwalk and the bay. And man, was this area hit hard by Superstorm Sandy. A lot of businesses went out and never came back, except for a funky little joint like this. Welcome to Vagabond.
Spicy California, pick it up.
Food is just awesome here.
Fish and chips.
The local place to go if you're in the Atlantic City area.
Run by a true local guy,
Hot mess mushroom, pick it up.
Atlantic City native, Elvis Cadavid.
I was a bartender here. Hurricane Sandy hit, bang, I'm unemployed. And I gotta figure something out.
So he signed up his childhood buddy, Tom Harris,
Spicy California burger.
bought the joint, fixed it up, and put it back on the map in 2013.
When Tom and Elvis reopened as Vagabond, instantly it became a hit.
Seared ahi tuna.
They have so many different things on the menu that you can choose from.
Three-way sandwich.
Great combination between bacon, pulled pork, and brisket.
Each meat could be its own sandwich.
Start off with the pulled pork.
Got it?
Next, we're gonna add the brisket. Bring this up to temp.
Okay.
Add the mango barbecue sauce.
Locally made brioche bun.
Yes. Pork first, then the brisket. Next, the candied bacon. We're gonna top it off with a lime slaw.
I like the little stamp on there.
Our house-made fries.
When I think about Atlantic City, I do not think about barbecue sandwiches. But I gotta tell you, this would be a home away from home for a lot of folks that want some great barbecue. Smoke, nice tang, good season, making a slaw, counterbalancing it with a little acid. That's a great sandwich. That's a really great sandwich.
Thank you very much. Well better.
Barbecue three-way.
The mango barbecue sauce makes the sandwich.
The maple bacon that they have in there, kind of like takes it to another level.
It's kind of ridiculous. Triple D is at the front porch in San Francisco's Mission District, where if rocking chairs don't pull you in, the rocking food will.
Dr. Pepper short ribs.
They melt in your mouth. They're absolutely awesome.
Dr. Pepper, yeah! Let's do this.
All right, so we're gonna season our boneless beef short ribs with a little bit of salt and fresh black pepper.
Okay.
Super hot saute pan, canola oil, and we want to get a nice sear on these guys.
Seriously.
That's a good pun.
Thank you very much.
Now we're ready to start the braise.
Okay.
So we're gonna go straight into a hotel pan here.
Smells great already.
We're gonna do mirepoix, which is a rough chop of carrot, celery, onion, fresh thyme, bay leaves, chipotle peppers in adobo sauce, homemade chicken stock, And then a lot of Dr. Pepper. We don't call it Dr. Pepper short ribs for nothing. So we just want to make sure it's all covered.
In the oven, how long?
350 for 4 hours. All right, so we're ready to plate up a short rib. Take one of these guys.
In their own jus.
Yep. We're gonna season this with a little bit more black pepper, a little more kosher salt.
Melt it with a little butter at the end?
A little butter, yeah. It's gonna help it thicken up. As if it's not already rich enough, it's just gonna
yes.
a little bit more rich. So we're just gonna let that reduce back there. All right, so we have celery root puree and nice spoonful.
Beautiful.
Sauteed mustard greens, our short rib, and the Dr. Pepper braise right on top of that. And last but not least, a little fresh grated horseradish.
I love fresh horseradish. It's not very good, and you should probably put it all in the trunk of my car, and I'll get rid of it for you. The short rib is so tender that it's just falling apart. You just have to help it with the fork a little bit. The celery root puree is a great medium, the whole dish. The fresh horseradish, along with the mustard greens, adds a nice contrast to this braising liquid that's been reduced. And the Dr. Pepper, it's just this nice round flavor, and every little piece you did here, killer.
Awesome, thank you.
I mean, really killer.
Cool.
And the Dr. Pepper short ribs.
Juicy, it's tender, and it's flavored amazing.
You can just take your fork and just break it right apart. It's just so soft.
Small little kitchen and a chef with a lot of personality. It's awesome.
Cool, thank you very much.
Enjoyed it. So you know how that food truck craze is going on everywhere? Well, I've got one for you here in Louisville, Kentucky, where a guy is a non-food truck operator. That means he's got a food truck that really didn't run. So he borrows a kitchen from a buddy of his that has a bar. But the buddy that has a bar, well, he's gonna go out of business, so the guy borrowing the kitchen has to take the bar over. And, well, that's where we're at now. This is Mama's Mustard, Pickles, and Barbecue.
Half rack of beef ribs.
Everything's phenomenal here.
Got pulled chicken.
Don't really need sauces on anything.
Burn ends for you, sir.
I found my barbecue place.
Which is something Casey native Chad Cooley was searching for when he moved to Louisville.
We wanted some barbecue that I was used to growing up in Kansas.
So he and his chef buddy, Jamie Given, took charge about a food truck thanks to a little Kentucky luck. Where did you get the money to do the barbecue?
The horse, Mucho Macho Man.
You were part owner in it?
Yeah. Seemed like every time we needed some more money, the horse would win a race. He just kept funding us as we grew.
Which is out of the truck and into a restaurant, smoking up everything from pork butt to chicken wings.
Stem wings, side of buttermilk ranch.
Mama's Mustard, Pickles, and Barbecue is one of the better restaurants that you're gonna find in Louisville.
Why mustard, pickles, and barbecue?
We had a lot of free time on our hands because the food truck wouldn't work. The chef's on salary, so we might as well get some work out of him. I had him doing Mama's Mustard and Pickles.
Which are Chad's Mama's recipes, served up with one of their big hits.
The beef ribs.
I refer to them as Fred Flintstone ribs.
There's so much on there you can't even eat it all.
All right, brother.
We're into our beef ribs. Bone-in chuck ribs.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's one rack. Getting a little of the skin off the back.
Done.
Take as much fat off as we possibly can.
Really, all the way down?
Yeah, we want that rub to get into it. We don't want it to have to penetrate the fat.
And we're using Mama's rub again on this?
Oh, yeah. And go to the smoker. 230 for about 5 hours.
Okay.
All right, pickle time.
What type of cucumber is this?
We use English cucumbers. Sliced onions, a little bit of bell pepper.
Okay.
Garlic. This is what Mama taught us. We're gonna salt these and then ice them. And that ice will slowly melt and just slowly salt them. Gives them a little bit more of a crunch, we think.
How long does that go?
2 to 3 hours. Then we're gonna make our brine.
Let's see it.
Start off with apple cider vinegar, a bit of sugar, mustard seed, celery seed, and turmeric.
That's where your color is.
Oh, yeah. Now we can add our cucumber mix. Right when they come to a boil, we'll get a good stir on them. Into the walk-in, chill them,
and ready for service.
Yes.
All right, Hassan Pfeffer, what do you got?
This is Mama's mustard. Start with apple cider vinegar, a little bit of egg yolk,
a bunch of dry mustard.
And we'll hit the sugar, break up those yolks, and then our standard yellow mustard. Mix that, put it in a double broiler, cook it till it gets to about 100, 185 degrees, and it is fantastic. I put this on cold pizza.
On cold pizza?
Yeah, it's good on everything.
All right.
Yeah. Beef ribs right out of the smoker. 2 ribs per half rack.
Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at the smoke ring on that. Dude, that is championship right there. That's no joke. Tender, not dried out. That is a righteous rib. That's got its own voodoo going on right there. Okay, so now a little mustard.
Yeah.
Oh, that goes great with that rib. And the bread and butter pickle, still enough body to it, still enough crunch, good amount of acid, nice little bit of sweetness to it. Like all the onion. That was a good pickle. That's a real good pickle. You look at the smoke ring on that beef rib, and you look at the size of it, it's just simple, straightforward, good. Nice job, buddy. Thank you. Nice job.
Got a half rack beef.
They're juicy, they're smoked. They're the best beef ribs I've ever had.
Homemade pickles are just phenomenal.
The mustard's fantastic. Very difficult to beat.
Mama's is my favorite restaurant in Louisville.
We all love it, and we love them for it.
I've had a lot of beef ribs. Those are rating at the top.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Love it.
Well done. Triple D hanging out in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's a special edition because I got my one and only brother from another mother, Justin Warner. We are here at Look's Marketplace. Now, it's not your everyday grocery store.
Heat seeker going up in the window.
There's something for everyone. From a complete charcuterie to a butcher shop, everything is phenomenal.
Skewering the Porkcules.
The Porkcules Sandwich starts out with a ciabatta bread that's made in-house.
You've got pork, and then you've got sausage.
It's incredible.
What are we on to now?
Ciabatta. We have water, yeast, flour, salt, olive oil. Start it up. Very, very slowly add the remainder of the water. Let it rest.
Portion.
It goes into the oven for about 16 minutes.
What are we into? What are we working on right now?
Working on our pit sausage for the Porkcules, beef chuck, back fat, and the pork.
By grinding this in the walk-in,
everything being cold,
you're preserving the fat. This thing can actually create a degree of heat that is gonna self-render that fat. And if the fat's already rendered by the time it's in your patty, it's not gonna make its way into your mouth.
Back in for a second grind.
And we're gonna mix up the spices inside the grinder. Salt, curing salt, ground mustard, crushed red pepper, black pepper, coriander.
Totally key.
Granulated onion, granulated garlic. And we're just gonna mix this thing.
Dig it.
Case up the sausage, smokes for about 45 minutes.
Next up?
Pork shoulder, a little yellow mustard.
You get the enzymes, you get the acid.
So we hit it with salt first so the paprika and stuff doesn't clog the pores of the meat.
Got it.
Salt is gonna open it up, start the osmosis. Exactly.
So now we're gonna hit it with the rub.
Whose rub?
Three Little Pigs rub. Then we hit it with their touch of cherry as kind of a finishing. Rest overnight, hit it with a little more rub. It's gonna go into our smoker for about 12 to 15 hours at about 200 degrees.
Love this.
Pull it, and then it's ready for the sandwich. First, we're gonna split the pit sausage.
Nice wood-fired grill. Pork butt.
Pork brisket. Regular butter to give it a nice toast. Let's build that sandwich for you. A little chili lime mayo. Pit sausage that we ground together. Pork brisket. Pulled pork. House-made spicy mustard barbecue sauce.
Got it.
Pickled red onion. Arugula on top.
Arugula. You know, like an old horn? Arugula. I'll just see myself out.
All right, and there's the Porkcules.
There are 3 textures of pork, 3 flavors of pork, because 3 things were treated individually and they brought out their best selves. It's a triple punch, left, right, left. The sauce and the accoutrement is not overpowering any of that. It just lets everybody sing, man.
Being that I was the host of the show, I agree with everything Justin says. This is a wonderful way to explore the world of pork. All the pork is fantastic, seasoned great. That ciabatta roll is the perfect vessel. It's a full home run. So I'm here in Sparks, Nevada, just about a mile or 2 outside of Reno. Now, when you're cruising through a town like this, and you drive by and you see a barbecue trailer, and then you see yourself an old hickory pit, an old hickory pit, an old hickory pit, and another old hickory pit, I bet you they're doing some real deal barbecue. This is Carolina Kitchen and Barbecue Company.
Half-pound pork plate for John.
I base all my barbecues off of Carolina Kitchen.
You can smell the smoke, and it just calls you in.
3-rib platter.
How do you describe the place to people?
I always put these guys in the great category.
We just load up on barbecue, and I have to waddle myself to the car.
But Chef Clay Cobb didn't start out as a Q connoisseur. After working in fine dining back east, he moved to Nevada, opened up this joint with his mom, and got back to his family's southern roots.
His dad was from the South.
What kind of barbecue you guys doing?
Carolina-style barbecue.
What kind of wood are we smoking with?
Almond.
Really? You're doing pulled pork, you're doing wings.
And then people demanded brisket.
Demanded.
And we decided to step up the game, use Wagyu brisket.
Your Wagyu brisket platter?
Super tender, super juicy.
Wonderful smoke.
I've eaten myself into regret with this brisket.
All right, let's get into it.
We're just gonna trim the brisket up, and we're gonna make the rub.
Okay.
Kosher salt, coarse black pepper.
Of course.
Granulated garlic. Mix it up. A little mustard smear.
I have seen some liberal rubbing of briskets in my life. This guy might take the cake.
let it tack up a little bit, you know, an hour.
Go to the smoke.
215, about 15 hours. We're gonna wrap it up, finish it off till it hits about 203.
Pull it.
Yeah. We let them rest for about an hour, hour and a half.
You have got to explain to me what we're doing.
Collard greens.
What happened to the greens?
Well, they're chopped and blanched.
Where'd you learn this method?
Believe it or not, it was my Italian college buddy.
I mean, that's a new one for
Learn
me.
something from everybody.
Let's see how they taste.
All right, bacon, onions, wet the onions, add the greens, some water, and some beef base.
It's a new one.
We'll let this go for about 2 hours. Apple cider vinegar, some salt.
We're off to the races. Next up?
Moonshine barbecue sauce.
I mean, like legit?
Moonshine.
Shine?
Yeah.
Smooth.
Yeah.
It's good, though. You should get a second opinion on that from the camera and just see what you think. Camera, what do you think? There you go. See, the camera's not driving.
That's right.
Camera, stick with me.
Ketchup, sweet and salt, moonshine.
You do it like that, son.
Liquid smoke, cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce.
Hot sauce and some sugar. I like this sauce.
Just bring it up to a boil, and we're good to go.
That's some good-looking brisket. I mean, that is about as juicy and tender. That is killer. Some of the best brisket I've seen outside of Texas, actually. Not that I think this brisket needs sauce. In the world of collards, boy, I'll tell you what, tender and cooked down, but still enough texture. That's great, man. This is like you've been working with a pitmaster down in Texas for a while. A real deal. Well done, man.
Thanks.
You see, I have a responsibility to bring you some of the best barbecue you've ever seen on Triple D. And after this spot, you'll say, I thank you. This is ZZQ.
Tres Hombres.
Tres Hombres has Fontino habanero sausage as well as pulled pork, and it has brisket. It is a big one.
We're gonna make the
Tres Hombres sandwich. We're gonna build our dry rub for our pulled pork.
Let's see it.
Of course, ground black pepper, kosher salt, a little paprika, chili powder, brown sugar, granulated garlic, and granulated onion. We're gonna take our Boston butt, apply a yellow mustard and pickle brine slather.
Okay.
Rub the butt pretty heavily with our dry rub. They'll smoke for about 12 hours.
Okay, on to the brisket.
And again, we're gonna start with black pepper, kosher salt, paprika, a little cayenne.
My homies.
Granulated garlic, granulated onion, cumin, Mexican oregano.
That's what I was gonna say. The mustard and pickle brine slather.
Dry rub.
And then this is gonna go for how long?
About 16 to 18 hours. We're gonna make our signature house thick sauce.
What are we missing? A ballet slipper and an engine block.
We're gonna toast 3 types of chilies, and we're gonna be caramelizing some onions. So while that's going, we're gonna start the tea. Oil.
Good, let's get every pot, every ingredient.
Garlic. Water, toasted peppers.
Let them steep.
20 minutes. Take all this and pour it into a blender, puree it.
Got it.
We're gonna start the next step with the caramelized onions.
Okay.
Add molasses to that. Cook that down. We're gonna add the tea that we made, ketchup,
Apple cider vinegar,
brown sugar,
cumin, chili flake, whole grain mustard, kitchen sink, eye of newt, wing of bat,
pickling brine, soy, lemon juice,
cayenne,
salt. Cook it for an hour to an hour and a half.
We're done. We're gonna put the Tres Hombres together.
Habanero fontina, pulled pork, thick sauce, beef brisket, a little more thick sauce, pickled red onions.
Okay. Oh, well, cute. We'll put the little hat on it.
Just for you.
I'm not gonna be a sharp-dressed man after this. This is a monster. Delicious brisket. Love the sausage. Pulled pork's nice and tender. It's legit. It's real deal. It's great flavor. Well done, chef.
Thank you. Tres Hombres.
You have to really press it down to fit in your mouth.
The brisket is very tender. It's really delicious.
So I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am looking for what? Exactly. Some real deal barbecue.
You know what it is, guy? With this crate 502 in here, we just got to bump the timing up a little bit. That's all it is.
So you call your buddy Rutledge, who knows a lot about cars and a ton about barbecue. This is the real deal?
This is the real deal.
This is Fox Brothers Barbecue.
Smoke wings up in the window.
Fox Brothers is probably the best barbecue I've ever had.
All right, plate up.
Just one of those places you gotta come to.
Pork plate up in the window. Run it.
It's legit Texas barbecue, and they nailed it.
They are Jonathan and Justin Fox, just your everyday barbecue-loving Texan twin brothers. How'd you guys get this started?
We pretty much just started cooking in our backyard for our friends.
And in 2007, they moved from backyard parties into a massive business.
We smoke probably 10,000 pounds of pork and brisket a week.
Are there no other restaurants? Are we on an island?
Pretty much.
It's that good.
Hey, you put good food out there, people come.
Which includes a big fan of what these twins are turning out, my buddy, Top Gear host, Rutledge Wood.
It is the best barbecue in Atlanta, hands down.
Fox Brothers Burger up in the window.
The Fox Brothers Burger is a mouthful.
It's sort of a misnomer to call it a burger. It's not a burger at all. It's brisket.
You can tell it's just smoked all day on the hickory, and your hair smells like it when you leave, and that's how you know you're at a good barbecue joint.
All right, let's get after it.
This is certified Angus beef. Just trim down this fat just a little bit. Now we're gonna season our brisket with our salt and pepper seasoning.
Brisket with salt and pepper. That is as Texas as it comes. Now we're gonna go to the smoker?
We're gonna go to the smoker.
Great.
We cook it overnight, 10 to 12 hours at 200, 205 degrees.
Basically as low as it'll go.
Yep.
Let's go. So now what are we into?
Our homemade barbecue sauce.
Bring it, doctor.
We got a homemade ketchup. We got some vinegar.
Distilled white?
Yep.
Next up?
Hot sauce.
Anybody particular?
Texas Pete, of course.
There you go.
Well, Texas
Made in Carolina.
Texas Pete, made in Carolina, used in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Next up?
Black pepper. Granulated garlic.
Blackstrap molasses.
Yep.
Okay.
Brown sugar. Worcestershire sauce. Chili powder.
Was that silent grunting?
Yeah, that's what we do in the South. When you like something, you just go,
Onion powder?
Onion powder.
And last but not least?
Salt. Just let it come at the tip and simmer for about 30, 40 minutes.
Beautiful. What are we making now?
We're making pimento cheese.
Let's get into it.
Cheddar cheese. Pepper jack cheese.
You know what? If you're gonna try it, I just feel like I should try it
You
too.
better get right in there.
Mayonnaise. Pimentos. A little pepper, and for some heat, cayenne pepper. Mix it up by hand. Let's make a patty for our Fox Brothers burger.
All right, let's make a burger.
So we're gonna take this brisket.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Get after it, Zorro.
We got some of our house-made jalapeno mayo right here. Pimento cheese patty, and we're gonna take this beautiful thing and throw it under the salamander.
We gotta hurry up and get this burger out before Rutledge eats all of the other brisket. Rutledge!
I'm sorry.
Here we go, hit it.
Take our toasted bun. We got some of our peppered bacon, a couple pickles, tomato, onion.
That's a chopped beef sandwich. Call it a burger.
Call it a burger.
I like it. Oh,
That's a great burger.
you just like cleaning up over there like a lion that just ate a gazelle.
I don't know what happened. I went after mine.
It's super tender brisket. When you chop that brisket up, you get a chance to incorporate that fat.
Yeah.
So it makes it even a little bit more unctuous. And adding the pimento cheese and adding the veggies on top of it brings that burger element to it.
That's Fox Brothers right there. Damn, man. Come on.
All right, that's full speed, man. That's all throttle, no bottle, man. That is just getting it done. I can't figure out how I missed a joint that's been doing it for 67 years. This is Florence's restaurant.
Smothered pork chops.
There's no place like Florence's in the heartland.
I have chicken and dumplings.
Country classic. It's like my grandmother would have fixed back in the day when we were kids.
How'd you find this place?
Man, this place has been around since the 50s.
Which is when Florence Kemp started cooking up her brand of Southern comfort here at the age of 20. And she's still stirring the pot with the help of her daughter, Victoria. How many generations of families do you get coming through here?
We see fourth-generation customers.
It's gonna make you feel fantastic.
Yes.
I was born and raised in the South, and when I came here, I knew I'd found the Mecca.
Fried rib appetizer.
The fried ribs are really a unique kind of experience.
It's a light breading. It's not too thick. The barbecue sauce is amazing.
What are we gonna make today?
Fried ribs.
Like pork ribs?
Yes.
How'd you know that's my middle name? Guy Fried Ribs Fieri. How do you want to start?
We cut these ribs.
So these are spare ribs, or St. Louis style rib. Has this fried rib always been on the menu?
No. My dad used to live with me, and he got old, and I have to go home and try to fix his dinner. And so this is something I could fix quick. He was 105.
Holy moly. So we go from the lemon juice and vinegar into the water. Now this is gonna brine for a day?
As long as it stays, better.
The longer, the better. So when it gets done,
We put the salt and pepper on it. Now we're gonna make the house seasoning for our fried ribs. First, we start with flour,
this is the salt.
cornstarch,
There we go.
baking powder, pepper.
And then we put that all over the ribs.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we fry the ribs for 15 minutes.
How many come with an order, Florence?
3 or 4.
Who makes the laws around here?
Oh, my daughter thinks that she's the mother now, and I'm the daughter.
Are we gonna serve these with anything?
Barbecue sauce.
Okay, I'm following the lead. I know you're the boss.
I like that. Take this water and pour it in the pot.
Okay, put the water in the pot. Okay.
And then we're gonna put all of these dry ingredients.
The sugar, it's like a little onion powder. So a little barbecue spice, okay, a little cumin, a little mustard. We are a team. Look at us go, Flo.
Oh, yeah. A little liquid smoke.
Water or really bad moonshine?
It's vinegar.
Now we'll go ketchup. We'll let this cook down, and then when the ribs come out, we'll get them with the sauce.
Looking good.
That's tasty. Not too much batter, nice and juicy. I think the key was that you soaked them in the vinegar. Got a nice little flavor from that.
How you like that sauce?
Oh, there's good tang in that sauce, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have more fried ribs.
Fried rib appetizer, enjoy.
It's already a good rib, but when you put that batter on top of it, it just takes it over the top.
Everybody should try a fried rib, right?
Frying chicken right now in the hot grease.
You're a local food writer. What is it about Florence's?
The world moves really fast, but it doesn't here. Florence is always here. I mean, it's an inspiration for how good you can get if you take the time to do it that long.
When they ask, what do you want? I said, I want your yam fried chicken.
You've never tasted something that is so moist, so good, and so flavorful.
What are we making now?
Yam fried chicken.
I don't know what yam fried chicken means, so I'm just gonna follow you.
We're gonna first stick it and season it with salt and pepper.
And then we also have a little seasoning in the flour, too. How old are those Dutch ovens there, Florence?
Oh, I wore out about 5 or 6 of them.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody wearing out a Dutch oven. I think you probably wore out some people that have worked here. I think there have been people that come to work here and that have had to go retire, and you're still working.
Yes. And they ask me all the time when I'm gonna retire.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Not soon, I hope.
Some of the people that work here told me that once in a while you quit.
When I get mad at them, I don't work anymore.
And where do you go?
Nowhere.
Oh, I gotta try that. I quit.
And we're gonna make candied yams out of these.
Bunch of cooked yams.
But all of this sugar in there.
It's a lot of sugar, ma'am.
You're in for a treat. Add some butter. After a while, it'll turn into syrup.
Anything else we're gonna serve with this?
We got greens.
Collard greens?
Yes. I'm gonna put these in the pot. And then I'll pour all this water in, baking soda. There's the sugar, salt.
Chicken stock?
To put all of that stock in. They're gonna cook about an hour and a half.
Plain old fried chicken's good for me, but now we're going yam fried chicken.
We've already put our yams on the plate.
Okay.
Take the collard greens.
Okay, good.
Right in the sauce you go. Now you try that.
All right. You invented that?
Yes.
Delicious. You really season your chicken well. There's a lot of flavor in that pot. I love collard greens. Nice and tender, not mushy. Perfectly cooked chicken, tender candied yams, and you. Package deal. Fantastic.
I need that yam fried chicken.
Amazing, tender and juicy on the inside.
The yam sauce just made it so delicious.
And how about the collards?
I have them every time I come here, and I come here from 2 to 3 times a week.
Fried chicken, I needed it 15 minutes ago. I'm running behind.
So in OKC, this is a must-go-to.
Absolutely.
You have to try it. All your taste buds are just gonna come alive at one time.
You're a big personality. You walk softly and carry a big stick.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I resemble that remark. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Watch out for Florence. She quit. She'll be back.